Good morning, another week about to start. Monday morning, just out walking with Betty, and it's another cracker. Where is she? Ah, there she is. She's walking a lot better now. She's had a bit of a limp. We had to take her to the vets last week and got her some medicine. She's had a bit of a limp on her back, one of her back legs, so she's been struggling. So the walks are reduced, and yeah, she's recovering nicely. Don't know whether it was a ligament strain or it's arthritis or what. She's 11 now, so she's getting on. Bless her. So yeah, beginning of another week. We're in April, and it's going to be more of the same. Next race isn't till beginning of May, which is Dolby Forest off-road duathlon. So we're focusing on getting ready for that. So Monday today, even though it's absolutely glorious out here, I'm going back on the treadmill. So it's the usual 10k on the treadmill with efforts. Last week I did 1k within the effort at race pace. Today I'm going to maybe either do 1k below race pace. So race pace for me is about 4 kilometers. So I might try and do 3:45 just to push it a bit, or I may do 2 kilometers at race pace within that set. So that's going to be that, but before that we'll be doing a 15-minute warm-up on the bike as usual and a dynamic stretch, and then we'll come back home and we'll be doing we'll be editing our latest podcast, which goes out on Wednesday. So bit quiet on the work front this week. One of my customers, he's having his roof done, so he said, can we put it off this week? And I had a busy week last week, so I caught up on a few of the others that I don't need to do every week. I only do every 2 weeks. So yeah, this week's a bit quieter, and then tomorrow going out on another group ride, which will be probably another 60k, so that'll be nice. Looking forward to that, trying to get that in to the plan and be consistent with that. Yeah, and see how the week progresses. So we shall see you on the other side, probably on the gym bike warming up.
So the money's not really his passion at all. He's chasing jiu-jitsu over with Jack at Grimsby every day. He's training every day there for himself. So I just look forward to watching the kids get fuck out of each other and overweight as well. I said it last time I was there, I was like, I'm a little bit overweight, but if anybody at 90 kilo wants it, then let me know. So you never know, people injure themselves. Yeah. Well, can we please do this for you? Give us a message down around the I don't want to hear them words. Come on. 8, 9. Good. Any more cover? It's not going to let us stop. Well, if I let you stop, then I know.
Good afternoon. Back from quite a busy morning actually at the gym. Usually takes me a good hour and a half to get everything done that I want to get done. So like I said earlier today, went down and got 15-minute warm on the bike done, and then some dynamic stretching. So today I had to use the watt bike because there was a class on in the bike studio, so didn't want to interrupt their class obviously, so went upstairs and used the watt bike, and then went on to they've got like a carpet to push a trolley in there, and it's got measurements on, like yardage on it. So I went and did my dynamic warm up there after I'd done my 15 minutes of bike, and then it was onto the treadmill. Easily got a treadmill. It was quite busy, but I managed to get a treadmill and did 10k running with 1k at 3:45 pace, which is what I thought I would do. About 50 minutes in total, and then did a little bit of backwards walking. I got some funny looks. There was a couple of kids in there that were laughing, but that's all right. Keeps people entertained, doesn't it? So yeah, went and did a bit of backward walking, and then went upstairs and did some strength on the legs. Did some leg curls, leg extensions, leg press, and what was the other one? Or single leg kettlebell deadlift. So that was the session, and then 15 minutes in the sauna, which was nice, really nice. Favourite part of my day. And now I've just come home and had a bit of lunch, which was leftover shepherd's pie from yesterday and vegetables, very nice, on a couple of slices of homemade sourdough, and a nice cup of green tea with turmeric and ginger and lemon in it. So that was it. So that's it. That's the day so far. I'm now going to go and get changed, and I've got a bit to do in the garden. I need to get the grass cut, and I've got some bark chippings I need to put down. So yeah, that's it. I hope you're having a great Monday with this weather. Hope you can get outside and get some fresh air and get some training in, and we'll see you next time. The other thing I've got to do, which I might actually video as well, put on the end of this, the ever extended vlog. I've got my new podcast to edit. So yeah, I'm going to spend an hour or so in the garden, and I'll probably go upstairs and edit the podcast. So I shall see you on the other side.